First of all, I would like to talk about the introduction of aromatica species. Aromatica derived from aromaticus, which is a Latin word referred to smell of brown daman. Family is Dipterocarpaceae, which known as Capo and Borneo Campo in Sabah, Kayu Capo in Peninsular Malaysia, Capo Sengkil in Indonesia, Capo in France, Chang now in China. The aromatica species is like jigsaw puzzle, like the crown formation due to crown shyness, and it is critically endangered species nowadays. The distribution part, it is an emergent species, the native of Sumatra Island. The distribution of aromatica species restricted to Sumatra, Peninsular Malaysia, and Borneo. It will perform better in a slope of 60 meters to 300 meters. The soil, which is suitable to the aromatica species, will be well drained, rich, deep, humid, yellow, sandy soil. And currently, it's found that in a conserved area near Rawang, Lambil, and Gunung Bulu National Park will be found the aromatica species.
And then I'm going to talk about taxonomy of Dryobalanops aromatica. Dryobalanops aromatica, known as Capo, locally known as Capo. There are 7 known species in Dryobalanops, which are Dryobalanops aromatica, Capo Sengkil, Dryobalanops fusca, Capo Umpudu, Dryobalanops lanceolata, Capo Pachi, Dryobalanops beccarii, Capo Merah, Dryobalanops rapa, Capo Paya, Dryobalanops ketii, Capo Gumpai, and lastly Dryobalanops oblongifolia, which is known as Capo Celadan. Next, the growth, development, and yield of Dryobalanops aromatica. The height can be up to 60 meters. The girth of Dryobalanops can be up to 30 meters. Average crown gap that has to be between Dryobalanops aromatica trees is 1 meter distance. An abundance of seedling and sapling of Dryobalanops aromatica can be found around mature trees. High density of Dryobalanops aromatica can be found on steep slopes. Factors that affects the growth are presence of sunlight, predation of seedling by insects, soil properties, fallen branches, and water stress. Next, reproduction and regeneration, propagation, and cultivation of Dryobalanops aromatica. Dryobalanops aromatica naturally pollinated by wind and floral visitors such as bees. High self-pollination in locked forests contribute to low density of trees. Nursery practice transplantation of planting stock between 3 to 8 months. Wilding stock can obtain from naturally grown and which is available and readily in naturally grown area. Wilding stock is preferred in the area that lack of natural regeneration. Vegetation propagation of Dryobalanops aromatica is stem cutting, and the stem cutting is said to be only possible in operational plantation.
So I'm going to talk about the characteristic of the aromatica. And then the leaves is single leaves, and it is alternate. It is oval with an acumen with a size of 0.5 inch or 3 times 1.75 inch. It has stipules at the armpit, and it actually rarely seen. The leaves is shiny, glabrous, and dying reddish brown, midrib sunk, and the petioles is slender, about 0.5 inch, and it is slightly channeled, and the leaves is also easily shed. And then the flower size is medium, and then it has broad petals, ovate lanceolate, and then all sepals is actually similar and imbricate. It has elliptical adhering one another at the base, wide spreading, and the flower falling in a rosette with extruded yellow stamens attached. The stamen is actually like about 30. It has short filament, broad at the base, and it has linear anthers, foci, the anterior slightly larger than the posterior, ovary ovate conical, glabrous, filiform style, the stigma in minute, and then it has waxy white. And then the fruits is actually in the form of a nut. It is slightly bigger, and it has shining surface. The calyx tube forming a cup that embraces the base of the nut. Calyx segments sub-equal. Calyx lobes enlarge into 5 equal broad line rings, and it is developed into many nerve rings, which is reduced short lobes, short stalk, ovate oblong, and the apiculate is shining about 1.0 inch. And then the twigs, it has slender twigs, and it is slightly rich with the current leaf creases, shiny and glabrous and scurvy. The stipules is linear, about 0.5 inch or 3.0 times 1.75 inches. And the twigs is very fast shading. And then the bark and wood, the tree is slightly big, and then the bark is about 65 meter high, 2 to 3.4 meter good. It has yellowish brown bark, pale brown inner bark, and finely fibrous wood. The sapwood is pale yellowish brown, and the inner bark is pale brown too, and it is actually darkening. It has tall and well-shaped wood, and the old specimen give thin flags of bark, and for the young tree, it has smooth bark. Next is the outer bark of the aromatica it has camphor smell. The inner bark is slightly resinous, and the resin produced from the wood is actually the main source of camphor. The chemical used to produce incense and perfumes. Timber density and strength, it is actually moderately heavy, durable in construction. The timber resistance to fungi and termite infection, and then the butters, short and stout root up to 5 meters high. The root shape narrowly rounded, and a prefer well-drained soil, steep slopes and ridges.
I will talk about ecology of Dryobalanops. The ecology of Dryobalanops is determined by the mating systems of the species. It was to determine genetic structures and evolutionary inherent of natural populations. The heterogeneity for outcrossing rates has been observed among populations, individuals within a population, and between fruiting. The ecology of Dryobalanops, the ecology factors can be seen by size and density of populations, density of flowering trees, flower phenology, pollinator foraging behavior, and relative number of pollinators. Moreover, Dryobalanops can disrupt by tropical forests, such as logging activities, changes of competitors among plant species, alteration in pollen and seeds dispersal patterns by animals, and effect of population size of plants and animals. And mostly tropical trees are pollinated by animals. This change affects fertilization success of individual trees critically. Next is pathology, disease, and pests. The pathology disease that happen to Dryobalanops is like seeds, seedlings, saplings, trees, and its products will be affected by infection. Weevils, general alcidotes, and nanophytes invest into the fruits. The fruit bats such as mines, fruit bats, and such on. The beetles like Hypotynomusonolus, Hystrix bracra, and Limacilonid. The tree borer that cause wood eroded. The fungal disease cause seed viability. leaf disease such as brown pinhead spot on leaf surface. Dryobalanops, it used for medicine use, mostly at burner resin, aromatic volatile, to clear heat, relieve pain, ulcers, toothache, swelling, redness, and pain in eyes. It can be used as an antibiotic for treat dizziness, otitis. It can be used in perfumery product because it's aromatic. The urban forestry field for ornamental planting material, and for heavy construction materials, high strength and post beam joints, railway sleepers. Thank you.